lot of dying. Gonna be a lot of silence. If somebody try, go ahead. You really gonna make me lose it on you niggas, go ahead. You really gonna make me pop it where the gangsters be. Herking and lurking. Say you want your way with me. Tell me in person. This is not no battle rap. Don't put my name in your verses. Quit making me nervous. I be where the killers be. Shooting and sliding. Usually how we end the beef. Usually violence. If you see these haters, baby, no checking and jiving. Men down, men down, men down, men down. Moment of silence. I never lend out a gun. Niggas come back with excuses. Niggas just bumping their gums. You shit cat with a shooter. I do the drill in the stoley. Drop it off, make my way back in the Uber. One of these rappers got y'all for they rollies. So that shit they bust the bag on my jewelers. Visit for dumping no flowers. That go for running your tulips. Never been one for a coward. You know I'm coming to do it. Slide. I'm with a couple of shooters. Shine. Just bumping my music. Go ahead. You really gon' make me lose it on you niggas. Go ahead. You really gon' make me pop it where the gangsters be. Herking and lurking. Say you want your way with me. Tell me in person. This is not no battle rap. Don't put my name in your verses. Quit making me nervous. I be where the killers be. Shooting and sliding. Usually how we end the beef. Usually violence. If you see these haters, baby, no checking and jiving. Men down, men down, men down, men down. Moment of silence.
What's going on, everybody? It's two Oxtails and an Empanada. It's your boy, Uncle Paulie.
It's your girl, Ange.
And we here, man, give y'all a nice show. We got a lot going on, and we got a rapper coming to the building today, so I'm ready. So, we gonna get into how was your weekend?
Y'all know how I am. I like to keep it real low key. But my weekend was really good. It included a lot of rest and a lot of margaritas. So I had a great weekend.
A lot of rest and margaritas.
A lot of rest and margaritas.
This weekend was a little crazy for me. I went to a wedding on Friday. If y'all remember Jose, when he was on the show, he got married. Congratulations to him, man.
The original empanada.
Yeah, and word up, man.
Original empanada.
Yeah, had a real great time at his wedding, man. It was really cool. And then I celebrated with City yesterday. I mean on Saturday. Shout out to City. His brother turned
An original oxtail.
turned 50. So this week, me and my wife, we partied like we was 20 years old, man. I haven't drank that much liquor in 2 days in a very long time, and I must say.
And y'all look so good. I saw
you.
the pictures and videos. Love it.
Thank you. I had a good time, man, and I just want to say shout out to my wife, man. There's no jealousy in her, man. She knows that I love Spanish music. I almost said women, didn't mean to say that. Music, and she just.
Do you need me to? Because I'm right here. I'm here. I'm going to represent you.
Yeah, she knows I like Spanish music, and she let me just get on the dance floor and do my thing, man. I just like that. It's she not, oh, what you doing? And like just how she just confident, man, and know at the end of the day I ain't going nowhere, man. So I love you, man, just for being strong.
Hey,
and in this spot,
KC.
man.
Yeah, you see him with that hat on, right?
Yeah, man, I like this, man. I like this hat, man. Yeah, my wife, man, she always getting me shit, man. But we gonna jump into this real quick.
Let's get into it.
All right, Unc stepped out on us right in the joint, so we don't need to show the video on this, but over the weekend, man, I guess this Saturday, the Popeye sandwich came out. I guess it was National Sandwich Day or some bullshit.
You sure it wasn't National Nigga Day?
Yeah, but you know what? It wasn't just us.
No, I'm talking about nigga as an ignorant person.
Okay. And I just can't believe how many people were fighting, arguing, and someone lost their life.
And don't forget, 280 was back the fuck up.
Yeah,
Traffic.
Word.
Back up.
over, and I'm just trying to figure out what is so like we never heard of chicken sandwiches before. Like, this shit is crazy to me.
So now I want to speak directly to the people of color here. Okay, we're gonna take the other niggas out. We gotta talk to y'all. Explain to me why y'all are having the biggest fucking fit over some fucking chicken sandwich with some pickles and some hot sauce on it, when I know damn well you know at least 3 to 4 people that could make a chicken breast sandwich at home that'll probably run circles around that salty GMO processed shit that y'all buying. What the fuck?
I told you when my dumb ass went and tried to get it. Cause I could, afterwards I thought about it. I said, what the fuck is you doing? Going to 2 different stores. I ate that shit and that shit had me sick.
No.
Like, literally it had me, and I was on the toilet. I don't know what it was, but
right, you was going through it.
And my wife didn't even finish her. She looked at me like, you went through all that for this shit?
Word.
And it's just like, what are we doing, yo?
And again, I try to tell people, look up the video, the selling to the Negro, because this is a perfect example of what they do just to get us to love something. It's almost like the hottest dope that was on the street. Like, people was getting it, and people was dying from it. Then they took it off the street. Then they came back and they got some more of that shit, and everybody going crazy. And I just don't understand, why is it that you keep allowing people to take something that your people have invented or set the bar for, I want to say, and you had them repackage this shit and sell it to you just because that black lady is up there on that fucking commercial.
Yeah, I hate that fucking lady, yo.
Talk about love that chicken from Popeyes does not mean that we gotta run with that shit. I mean, let me tell you something. There are stores now, as a perfect example, before they stopped selling this chicken sandwich, I went to my homeboy's restaurant, A Taste of Royalty, located on Oak Street in East Orange.
I ain't gonna lie, but ask Teddy, I bought that sandwich today for me.
That shit was crack. Okay, and now he also has a new line of wings that he has from a recipe that came down from his family. Let us enjoy that shit. That you want to do that? Go to his restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Go to Stage 5, owned by Chef Dom. Go to your neighborhood. Go to a new spot in Orange, D3 Fold, black owned, food crazy, good prices, seafood, everything. Tell them your favorite empanada, your girl Ange sent you. I've sent a lot of people there. Food is crazy good. Why we can't support them like that so they could be the next fucking Popeyes?
Yo, I hate that shit.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Yo.
Casey, you said it's the spicy mayo. No. Yo, get me some fucking Hellman's mayonnaise and get me some red hot. Fuck it all up for you.
Yeah.
Fuck your whole world up.
But I remember when the chicken sandwich to us was either a chicken leg on a piece of bread, or you took a thigh. Because when we was little, it wasn't like bread. It wasn't like our parents was cooking chicken breast. Yeah, we was eat. If it was a chicken breast, it was the breast with the bone.
Oh yeah,
and you put that bitch on some bread, and you got busy.
Word, and you knew that shit was rocking. It came fresh out your mama or your grandmother's kitchen, and you were fucking full. Now look at you all hot sedity talking about it's the bun, or this is shit I keep hearing. Oh, it's the bun, bitch. Get somebody go get you a bun from the market, put it on that bitch, and put it in the oven, toast oven. I got options here for you. Fuck that chicken sandwich and fuck Popeyes. I don't have no time for that. I'm sorry.
This shit is crazy. And I guess it's
the pot roast tacos. Okay, see, bring them shits on the show now.
Yeah.
And you better have made them. You better not have got them shits from Popeyes.
Hey, KT, I need your information again too, man. But yeah, man, it's just crazy how people was out of control, man. And
then somebody lost their life.
That's
Now, like
they said the 2 gentlemen was in a line, and I guess they was arguing about the spot.
Okay.
So now they took it outside. I guess they convinced them to go outside, and when they got outside, dude grabbed a knife, stabbed him, and by the time the police came and did everything, they said he died 51 minutes later.
That's crazy. A Leghorn That's crazy. That is crazy. All over this fucking chicken sandwich that, again, is too fucking salty.
And I thought that, and we can move on after this.
Hey, Tyson.
I thought that Tyson was good. I thought
What's up, Toya?
after we realized that we gave them
Hey, Smoke.
$40 million in free publicity,
Yes.
that we would learn our lesson. Like, yo, and
for free, too.
they come back. She come back on the mic like, and we just out there like, yo, love that chicken from Popeyes. Like, yo, this shit's audios.
Like, damn, like, I don't knock y'all. I mean, you know, you come home at night, you might be tired, you work 40 hours plus a week. Your kid's hungry. You say, fuck it, we're going to go to Popeyes. We get a thing of chicken or something every now and then because you don't feel like it. I'm not mad at that. But not to the point where lives are being taken for a fucking chicken sandwich. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, I heard of motherfuckers dying over pussy and killing niggas over women.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never in my life seen traffic and people dying held up over some, like you said, GMO, chemical pumped chicken breast in my life.
It's the bun.
Man. It's the bun, man. But
fuck that bun.
But we're gonna get into something that is very big right now.
You want to go to Byron?
Yeah, if that's cool.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, Byron Allen was on the Breakfast Club, and he was talking about economic inclusion and suing Comcast. And one of the things that he said that touched me before we get into the Comcast part, he said that he was speaking to a white guy, had asked him a question, and I don't want to say it wrong, but he said to the white guy, how would you feel if, because the white guy asked him why he wanted to own a TV station and all of that.
Right.
So he asked the white guy, how would he feel if someone was able to control the narrative of how their daughters look at themselves?
Beautiful.
And can put out negative or whatever things. So the white guy said he wouldn't like that. And he said that was part of the reason on why he was buying the companies and doing what he was doing. And I thought that that was really awesome. And then it kind of went into with 50 Cent with them cutting off cutting off his show on Empire and all of that. I mean, on Empire, with Power, and showing that we really don't control anything, and we have to get into the positions of controlling and holding our own destinies.
Well, I'm glad that we actually brought this topic up. I kind of want to go over some facts and just to give y'all an idea of actually how long this fight with Byron Allen has been going on. We're just hearing about it right now. All right. So, you know, your girl went to go look up the facts. So, Byron Allen, of course, once known as an entrepreneur who debuted as a stand-up comedian on The Tonight Show as a teenager, Allen, 58, sued the cable operators and satellite distributors after they refused to license his small channels. They refused to license his small channels devoted to topics including criminal justice, cars, and pets. Now, he hired an attorney who happened to defend the city of L.A. in the Rodney King beating case and has demanded tens of billions of dollars via allegations of a racial bias conspiracy against Comcast, DirecTV, Charter, and other stations. Now, Comcast wanted to buy NBC Universal back in 2010. I'm going to say this to you again. This could tie into so many things. Comcast wanted to buy NBC Universal back in 2010. They wanted to calm fears about the lack of diversity. So they made commitments with the NAACP, the National Urban League, and everybody's favorite shucker and jiver, the Reverend Al Sharpton. Okay? Which was Al Sharpton had a national anthem network. But Allen took issues with these sham agreements, allegedly questioning the monetary donations Comcast had made to these groups. So they basically threw them some money to shut their mouth. And further challenged them on Comcast spending $25 billion annually on channel licensing, but less than $3 million on 100% African American owned media. So out of $25 billion, they spent less than $3 million on 100% African American owned media. The day the suit was filed, Sharpton claimed he had an issue with the claim that he received $750,000 of a salary for hosting the MSNBC show that was disguised payment for supporting Comcast, the acquisition of the NBC Universal. Since then, Allen has did the following. In 2018, he spent $300 million to buy the Weather Channel. He teamed with Sinclair Broadcast Group to buy Fox Sports assets. October 1st, 2019, he unveiled a $290 million deal to acquire 11 local TV stations affiliated with CBS, NBC, and ABC 7. Now, Allen's Comcast suit will be heard by the Supreme Court on Monday. His suit was rejected 3 times by a district court judge who saw no plausible cause that discrimination caused Comcast to not license Allen's channels. So now, because 500 networks, that's Verizon, AT&T, and Uverse, DirecTV, and all of them are willing to work with Allen, but Comcast isn't.
Comcast, not just Comcast, Charter.
Right.
But you got to remember, those courts said, bump you.
Probably less.
One agreed with Comcast. No, went with Comcast, and the other didn't win against Charter. But he took it to the 9th Circuit Court, and they agreed that he was right.
Yeah, they did. They
beat both of them.
So in other words, he saw an inconsistency. But now the problem is, even if he wins this court case, it's not going to be a victory as of yet. So if he has any hope of winning this wholeheartedly, the examination of those who drafted the Civil Rights Act of 1866, which followed the formal abolition of slavery through the 13th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, where people were not happy, well, particularly the southern states, were not happy with the newfound freedom of the African American slaves. And this is a little tidbit for y'all. If you don't know where unions come from, look it up. Unions were put in place because once slaves were free, they had all these skills. And if somebody wanted to let's say, get some work done, like on their business, their house, they probably would hire maybe 2 or 3 slaves because they know they could get the job done. The white people weren't having that shit. They said, no, this is not going to happen. So we have to create unions, which they used to call black codes back then. All right, so where am I? All right, newfound freedom of African Americans. All right, to compel them to work for low wages. So when they did the black code, the only job they could get would be a real small job that's not really paying much money. Congress responded by passing a federal law aimed at achieving practical freedom for ex-slaves. Both the text of the law and legislative history are points stressed by Allen. So he used this as a reason why he's like, listen, y'all, I'm about to pull this back up. Y'all need to look at this because this is something that's going on. This is a fight that he's been fighting since 2010. All right? Now, the funny thing about this, remember when I told you originally when I started reading my notes that you had Al Sharpton and you had the Urban League and you had the NAACP that were actually on NBC's side at that time going against Allen. Guess who's one of Allen's biggest supporters now? The NAACP.
But with that law, with that law
they
that you're talking about,
yeah, they got to.
You have to realize that law is very dangerous. So what they're basically trying to say is that Comcast, what they're doing is because that, if I'm saying it right,
not anymore, Toya.
That law puts us in a position where they can take our rights from us.
That's right.
You understand? So when Charlamagne was talking to him on the show, he asked him, is it worth you continuing to fight this fight if they're going to try to say, where they're going to try to use this law to take rights from us?
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So,
and that's why they're saying that even once he goes into court and he's heard, even if he wins that that judgment right there.
They're scared
this
of the
is,
backlash of
right,
the law they're going to
there
use.
is one out of many, and this is why the NAACP is trying to attach themselves to him so that they don't come out. The NAACP.
His name is Byron Allen.
Allen.
I know Byron Allen.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got the video. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yes. Just play a snippet
Yeah,
so you can
please.
understand just his thought in his mind.
check this out, guys.
Probably less than $10 million goes to African American owned content. Not to be confused with African American targeted, not talented black faces, owned. And the difference between targeted and owned is I said to somebody when my daughter was born, and I said, you know, I just had my daughter, and you have, and it was a white guy. I said, you have children as well. I said, yeah. I said, let me ask you something. As a white guy, and I'm a black guy, would you be comfortable if I controlled all the images and all of the likeness of how your daughter saw herself and grew up in the world seeing herself? I control that. I'm the one that determines whether she sees herself as a crackhead or a prostitute or somebody that's not that bright. I control her image from the moment she's born. Are you cool with me having control over how she grows up looking at herself? Honestly. And he said no. I said, well, why would you expect anything differently from me? Now that I have my daughter, I'm not asking for a seat at the table. I'm taking a seat at the table, and I'm going to control how she grows up and how she sees herself and how she feels about herself. That's not in your hands anymore. And that's the difference between targeted and owned. Don't get it confused.
Now, when he first said that, I looked at him and I was like, okay, all right. And then he said something where he said, I don't want to play in the Negro Leagues. I want to be global. And I had to sit back and think, and I think sometimes we limit ourselves to just targeting, but for the world to understand and respect and know who we are,
You right, Toya.
we have to be global.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be global.
He said, "I'm not."
Stop thinking small.
Yeah, yeah.
He said, "I'm not asking for a seat at the table."
Now, let me tell you what I know about Byron Allen.
Let's get into it.
Nothing.
You know nothing about him.
The only thing I know about Byron Allen is that motherfucker always got a show. People don't know this. And I'm talking 20, 30 years. He's always had a show. It might not be the most popular show, but he's always had a show. Like my man, we all, like in our age bracket, we all used to wonder how the fuck does Byron Allen keep getting shows? That's because he's a smart motherfucker, and like he's saying, he owned his shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like, and until watching this, man, I didn't know how strong Byron Allen really was.
Yes, now I'm starting to get into him and understand him. And Killer Mike even said it. More people need to come out and support him and start talking about what he's doing and trying to do.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
He always had a show.
Yeah.
And
that's
see,
what he talked
Always
about,
had
man.
a fucking
Yeah.
show,
Yeah.
but we never understood like how the fuck he keep getting shows.
Yeah.
But ain't none of them like the Cosby shows or none of this shit is popping like that.
Yeah.
But he always had a show.
and
Smart man.
And what I was just saying before you came back in was that he started out as a teenage stand-up comedian.
Yep, he used to be a comedian.
You know, so one thing I will say that we should learn from him and take from him is financial literacy, which is something that people from in urban neighborhoods just don't have enough of, and it's something that's not being taught in school. Their children are being taught to be consumers, not owners. And and we'll get into Kanye later, but he made a good point about that. He said instead of us looking for real wealth, he said it's land out here. And people need to buy the land, but we're so busy being focused on what we want on our bodies and things like that we're not realizing that people are buying the land around us. Gucci and Louis are not going to be able to take care of us if some shit pop off.
Them clothes ain't gonna.
They ain't gonna do shit.
But that's why I say even with college, as far as males, I'm not saying that you shouldn't go to college, but if you look at like my father and his father back in the day, when these kids, when they was growing up in high school, they was taught trades.
That's right.
When they left school,
National Career Institute.
they knew how to fix a car or do plumbing or carpentry. So now what they're doing is they're telling all of these kids right now, go to college, go to college, go to college, right? And then they're telling you basically, go to college to get this job. And then when you get this job, you're going to have to pay back all this fucking money. And I seen something where a girl said she been paying her joint off and she paid her debt was like $38,000. She said she paid $37,000 but still owed $36 because of all the interest and all of the stuff. And what I'm getting to is a lot of our young boys, stop telling them college. Nah, because a lot of us, we play with our hands.
Right.
Tell your son to go become a mechanic.
I went to a
Carpenter.
trade school and I own my own business.
There you go.
see what
I
I'm
have
saying?
a college degree.
There you go.
And-
A 12-month trade school
Yo.
in electronics, and I took
on.
that and ran with it.
And see,
Come
and
on.
I understand the basics of seeing it from a regular classroom. And I work for a trade school now, so you have in urban neighborhoods. There's a very small percentage of Voltech high schools because you do have them where you do learn trades while you're in that school, and they promote it, but it's not talked about much.
I think it's only 2 left.
Hey, here's a perfect example. I'm going to school. I want to learn. I'm going to college to learn how to be a chef, right? But I got to take math, social studies, English, trigonometry. What the fuck? I don't need that. I got a measuring cup. That's all I need, right? So it's like you're spending 4 years in college, and probably 10% of what you really need to know to be a chef is what you're learning. The other fucking 90% is shit you don't need.
It
That's
really
why
is.
the vocational schools are the shit, man.
They
But
are.
that's why they
Teach
cut
me what I need
That's
to know.
why they cut them out. I went to a vocational school. It was full of bad kids, but anyway, it was in West Caldwell. And I learned a little bit of electronics, but I didn't take it seriously like you did. My mom still has my certificate. So if I would have kept on, but my homeboy Eric, he came out.
I didn't go to a vocational school.
I went to a vocational school.
I went to what do you call those? It's for grown people. It's not vocational.
But those are vocational are for adults.
Yeah, but it wasn't vocational school. Technical school.
Yeah,
same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
But it wasn't vocational. It was literally straight electronics. It was learning about electronics. So
That's
it wasn't
good.
Vocational is for young people.
Yeah, I believe
I always
so too.
thought.
I always
I didn't
thought.
think that was for adults.
Yeah, because the vocational, I was for high school students.
Yeah.
And
a lot of them weren't. You didn't go there by choice.
Well, like with my school, we
Yeah, I did.
service
Yeah.
that's like Job Corps.
Right.
With my school, we service 17 on up. Now, Wakanda made a good point. He said Byron made his money from commercial endorsements during Comic Unleashed.
Damn, that's right. Comic Unleashed.
Thank you, Nakanda.
That was his show, and it still comes on periodically at 4 o'clock in the morning.
But you know he owns the Weather Channel, and not
Yes.
just in English. He owns the Spanish one too.
Smart motherfucker.
Yeah, he's smart.
Yeah, but like he said, he wants to be global. And when he said, I don't want to play in the Negro leagues, that was just, and it's no diss to Tyler Perry and all of it, but let's don't, I'm not forgetting who my people are or nothing, but I need the world to know that, yo,
Well, I think
it's a big world.
I think he made that statement because he means to say that he can't be buyed. Because when you want to play in the Negro leagues, there are people.
Yeah, I ain't listening to him, yo. Y'all try not to look at him.
Hey.
He said I got my second degree from boarding town.
And I bet you can hook some shit up too. We here for it. Please feel free to make some delectables and bring it up here. We'd appreciate
This
it.
guy is hilarious, man.
But I think it has a lot to do with being bought, and even with Tyler Perry. I mean, I remember when Tyler Perry first started, people were telling him that he could not and would not be able to do what he did now. So I'm not knocking him neither, but I completely get what you're saying. I feel it is just like, look, you're not gonna buy me. Oh yeah, you the black one. Here's some money. You know, when we need you, we'll throw you some money. You say there's a partnership, and there you go. Because he experienced that with the Urban League, the NAACP, as well as Reverend Sharpton. And so I guess he realized that, you know, being black may have it's a duality there, especially when your financial bracket goes up.
But I just don't understand why more artists and just people have the platform to talk about these things. Mm-hmm. Why are we just hearing about this now?
Because everybody's not like Byron Allen.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
A lot of people are so fucking selfish. They don't want anybody else to be where they are. Mm-hmm. They like being there by themselves.
And that's another curse of the nigga.
yeah,
It's a fact.
because you know what he said too. He said Charter and Comcast came to him and told him to drop the case, and then they talked to him, and he said they got disrespectful because my artist outside. So they got disrespectful. He said because
What's
usually
your artist's name?
usually when you settle out of court, Uncle Ralph, they say to you, okay, we're going to present this to you. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you that. And yo, I'm caught off guard right now. Yo, Mass in the building. Hold up, man. I'm caught off guard. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, y'all caught me off guard.
I know.
Yeah. Damn, I forgot what I was.
Trying to hold it.
Yeah,
Trying to stay professional.
yo, you know what, man? But
It's like the fourth half of your birthday present.
yeah, man, y'all got me on this one, man. But it's just crazy, man. They threw me all the way off. We going, and not to get off, man. We support Byron. We're gonna try our best to keep talking about the things that's been going on and bringing you something. Cause on November,
I agree, Tyson.
On November the 16th, he goes to Supreme Court.
Yes, he does.
And that's when we're going to find out everything.
And ladies and gentlemen, use this as an opportunity to understand the laws and how they work for you. I get so tired of people saying, well, that shit don't affect me. What the fuck I care about? It does affect you, stupid. You got to pay attention to what's going on around you. This shit is retarded.
And if it don't affect you, it might affect your mother, your father,
I'm
your
trying
brother,
to
your
tell
sister.
you.
Yeah. Like
know,
today,
so-
I ain't going to lie. It was voting today, and I didn't vote, and I'm very disappointed in myself. But
who was you gonna vote for if you did vote today?
I'm not going to get into that, sir.
Well,
I was just checking to see if you even knew
Well, I
who
will.
the fuck was running.
I
I knew why you was doing that. I'm already on your ass, Uncle Rob.
Niggas always say I didn't vote today. Damn.
Yeah, you
Well,
know
who
what?
was you gonna vote for?
Look, and when a motherfucker don't know, that's when they hit you with, I'm not going to get into my personal business.
That's just my point.
But yeah, we're going to get into, yo, I'm excited, yo, y'all don't understand, yo. Yeah, we're going to get into.
Hold up. Give me 1 second.
Uh-oh.
And let's actually get into it while we get situated.
Okay.
Oh, that's just the instrumental.
Oh, you talking about us, Uncle Rob, or
This
them?
right here?
So we're going to jump
I thought I
into,
had
Wow,
I
Jim
had
Crow
do
5.0.
Could've played.
we're going to jump into
Okay, fine.
Angie's
Cool. We'll play,
Tea.
we'll hit him
No?
with
No,
K-Shine
no, we
again.
are. No kind
Oh.
of said he knew
I'll
it was
hit
a
him with
special day
K-Shine
because you got the
video again and
Kango.
Come back if you want.
Why?
Oh, I thought you said you was gonna come back.
No, we good.
Oh, okay.
We good. So we're going to hit them with Angie's Tea. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your lips ready and watch the tea bag dangle. Dangle, dangle.
Y'all annoying. Okay, guys, so we definitely got some tea today. I'm just going to kind of get through it and give y'all all this information. So if you haven't heard, Solange Knowles and her husband, Alan Ferguson, she just announced a couple of days, well, as a matter of fact, she announced it on Saturday, November 2nd, that they are separated, and they have been separated since early this year. They've been married since 2014, so about 5 years. And she's also have been dealing with an autonomic disorder. So I don't know if that is an eating disorder. I don't know if that is a blood disorder. I'm going to kind of get more into that. I don't want to give out a specific name. Since 2017, Solange stated that she finds it necessary to protect her sacredness of her personal truth. There were also rumors that she cheated with her manager, John Bogart, after it was a pic circulating of them kind of walking together somewhere, but she completely denounced that, like, damn, he's my manager. We have to go places together. But she's basically trying to focus on her family and her health right now. So just wanted to give y'all that information about Solange. I like Solange a lot. I think that she's very artistic, and I think that it takes a lot for an individual to be under a big-ass star such as being Beyonce's sister and still being able to be labeled an individual. So I do like her for those reasons.
And I wouldn't mind being on the elevator with her if a fight broke out.
Yeah, because she'll fuck some shit up. We want to offer our condolences to John Witherspoon, everybody's favorite TV beloved Pops, the beloved actor, comedian from Boomerang, Friday, Hollywood Shuffle, the Wayans Brothers, the Boondocks, just to name a few. He passed away October 29th. He was 77 years old. He is survived by his wife, Angela, his sons, JD, Alexander, and a huge family. The funny thing about this is that if you go on YouTube now, he actually was doing a cooking show currently called Cooking for Poor People. I watched some of the episodes. The shit was funny as hell. And it just goes to show that you have to appreciate life, because this man went into cardiac arrest and he was in, from what they thought, was in great health all the way up until the end. So condolences definitely to him. And I'm pretty sure that all of us can even share one funny ass moment of some shit that he done did on TV. So he has definitely left his mark. And so we offer condolences to the Witherspoon family. I also want to say thank God she did not die and she didn't get hurt. Angie Martinez was injured in a severe car crash. The Power 105.1 veteran host revealed on social media Monday that she suffered a fractured lumbar spine and shattered vertebrae. She says that she will take time off, the 48-year-old radio personality stated, and she said that she is so thankful to be able to take out time and be alive. So prayers are with Angie Martinez, because, you know, she always was bringing us the good shit for all these years. Now, since we were talking about some things with Byron Allen, kind of wanted to talk about Kirk Franklin and the strike that he has going on right now. Well, let's say boycotting. He's boycotting the Dove Awards. Kirk is boycotting the Gospel Music Association's Dove Awards after they edited out part of his acceptance speech earlier this month.
And the Christian channel. The Christian channel itself, too.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
all right.
I know.
All right.
Look, you love my tea. I'm here for it. Y'all love it, too. I'm here for it. He said that, well, earlier this month, he did an acceptance speech, and he called for prayers after a police shooting in his hometown of Fort Worth, Texas, happened. On last Monday, Franklin posted a Facebook video stating that he would no longer attend events associated with the Dove Awards, GMA, or Trinity Broadcasting Network until tangible plans are put into place to protect and champion diversity. This was the 50th annual awards. Show was held in Nashville, Tennessee on October 15th and aired on October 20th on the TBN network. Now, the interesting part about this, because, you know, when people start talking about religion and they always talk about the good Lord, well, as you can see, even the religious people don't give a fuck about black people either, because when someone wants to bring attention to it or use their platform for good things, he said a prayer for the family and they edited that shit out. They didn't even want no association with that, but they'll have them same black folks sit and watch their fucking station and send $80 in the mail for some piss in a bottle that they call holy water to get sent to them to wipe all their problems away. So again, me personally, I don't knock people's views. I'm a spiritualist. I have a firm belief that there's a piece of truth in all religions around the world. However, for me, religion equals restriction, and this is a perfect example of that shit. So one thing I liked about the video that he said, he said, look, I'm not calling on none of y'all to ride with me. I'm not asking for people that were my friends to have my back. This is my thing. I think that this is wrong, and I am not going to allow them to make money off of me, my celebrity, and what I do a minute longer until they allow for all injustice to be spoken about.
This is why I don't understand why they don't come together and get their own channels so we can listen to our own shit all day long and stop depending on these other motherfuckers. But cats is too busy, like you said earlier, buying Louis and Gucci and all this other shit instead of investing and trying to say, hey man, listen, all right, then bump your platform. I'm going to create my own and we're going to have it watched that way. But we just too busy, like we said, having competition with ourselves, man. And the shit is
really?
just...
Like you said, hate yourself and love their wealth.
Yeah.
And even down to the religious aspect of it. So I found that shit. I wasn't surprised when I heard him speak about it. I was waiting for them to show him who they really were.
But this is the second time they did it to him. The first time...
Yes, it is.
The first time they said it was a mistake. And he said, okay, he swallowed it. But this time...
Did he?
Yeah. Pause. Yo.
No, we just
And
playing,
then-
Kirk. We just playing.
And then...
Get him, man.
yeah. And then now this time it's like, okay, like enough is enough. So I support him, man, and I hope he sticks with it, man, because it just seems like everybody going for it. Then the next minute they get a couple of dollars, and then they tap dancing and sucking jive, and then you see him in a Popeyes line talking about some over a fucking chicken sandwich again.
Don't
yo.
forget, you gotta have Al Sharpton's bobblehead ass over next to him with it. So
fucking ass.
you
man.
know. So I guess congratulations is in order for Kanye West. Jesus is King arrives at his record-tying 9th consecutive #1 debut on the Billboard 200 charts. The album was released on October 25th, and almost all of his albums have been #1, with the exception of The College Dropout coming in, which I loved, coming in at #2. They're saying that, now this is what I found to be so interesting. They said that he's tied with Eminem, right? But when they spoke about it, they made the comment as to say, like, Eminem is still growing. So they didn't want to give him that. Like, yeah, he's there.
Oh, shit, I ain't got the mic.
But you was gonna say though, they can hear you.
Tell him why you mad, son.
Yeah, but it's crazy because they're trying to hit you with this narrative. That's why it aggravates me. It aggravates me that Eminem is the greatest. No, he's not. He's not. He's not the king of rap.
Hey, he's up there though.
I mean, lyrics is he? I mean, he's good. He killed Jay on Renegade like a motherfucker.
I can't put Eminem in the top 10.
We're not asking you to.
Can't put him in the top 10.
I'm
But
not
you got people putting him as #1.
You know what the funny thing about it is?
Yo, I'm
Eminem don't
sorry.
even have to say shit. That nigga be in his house in a bubble, depressed and rich, right? And
Word.
he comes out
His wife in the trunk.
with the baby mother in the trunk, the mother in the backyard. We don't know, but what we know is it don't even be him. This is just the way that I guess.
No, he feels some type of way.
You think he do?
Yeah, because I listen to Sway in the morning a lot.
The house way.
And one of the dudes that's on it, because they're mad at Lord Jamar
Okay.
for what he's been saying.
Yeah.
And he has a problem with that. He has a problem with what Lord Jamar is saying, other people are saying. It's just that people are not paying attention to Eminem like they used to because he's not doing the antics.
No, he's not. The last
know
time,
what I'm saying?
the last time we really seen him make an appearance is when he came on the BET Cypher and he did that Trump rap.
Yeah.
Or whatever. He got
Yeah.
some backlash for it. He went back in his house and then, there you
Yeah.
go. However, I did listen to the Jesus is King album. I did like it. I'm down for anything that if I'm in the mood for feel good music and something that may be, uplifting, if that's the mode I'm on, because I like all different types of music. I'm here for it. So
As
I
a
like
gospel album, it threw me off because
it.
he
gonna add his shit into it.
I was born and raised when
You
I was
born-
coming up in
you
the
born
church.
down the river.
Yeah, it's stupid. I was born. So when I was in church, I used to sing a lot, and we used to be.
Yeah.
So I'm used to a certain type of gospel
You listen.
music.
You used to hymns.
Yeah.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
All
So
right, wave in the water.
So no, all that Kirk, them Hezekiah Walkers, John P. Keys, all that shit, like choirs,
okay,
the singing. So when I heard him say it was a gospel album, sort of like Snoop, it kind of threw me off. Because it's not, I guess you might as well say the traditional gospel albums that I guess I was used to listening to. Like, there's no way my mother gonna bump Kanye West gospel album on her car.
Well, because it's a combination of the secular music, but that's what Kirk Franklin did. He integrated secular music. I mean, quite as it's kept club music integrated.
Yeah,
secular,
but he still,
secular.
But Kirk Franklin, he did, but he didn't. He still kept the.
No, the praying grandmothers were very angry. I remember that shit.
But still, that was that. You talking about the 80, 90-year-old grandmothers?
Them grandmothers was pissed.
But he still used the choir format, no matter how you look at it.
Well, the new grandmothers from the 2000s and shit, they just want something to twerk their ass to.
Yeah, but
and
you
then,
got new grandmothers is 30 years old.
You got Pastor Wilson, and then you got Thaddeus Matthews. He got the twerking contest in the basement of the church and shit.
Now that's some church I'll put offering in a plate.
You put offering in a plate for that?
Testify. yeah. Hey, Unc, you stepped off? But, go ahead.
So, and we had some shits and giggles here, but there's something else that I kind of wanted to talk about. Celebrities are attaching their name to it. If you're not aware, November 20th, Rodney Reed is scheduled to be executed. All right? So if you don't know who Rodney Reed is, he is a gentleman who has maintained his innocence. He has been on death row for the past 21 years for the murder of Stacey Stites. And this happened in Texas. Since his trial, there has been substantial evidence, that exonerates Reed and implicates her fiance, Jimmy Fennell, a local police officer. So, Reed, like I already said, is scheduled for execution on the 20th, despite enormous amounts of evidence that supports his innocence. I decided to take it upon myself to put down a few facts about this case. And the reason why I did this, you'll find out why I added this into my tea. So first thing is, number one, the murder weapon never was tested for DNA evidence. In 2018, the U.S. Supreme Court declined to review the court's denial of the DNA testing. Fact number two, the 3 forensic experts have admitted that there were errors in their testimony, which led to Reed's conviction and his death sentence. Number 3, Stites and Reed were in a consensual sexual relationship, and the only thing that connected him to this case was semen. Fact number 4, there are witnesses, including a co-worker and a cousin, stating that they were definitely in a romantic relationship. Number 5, for months after the murder, the fiance Fennell was the prime suspect of the case. It's a recording of a police investigator saying that Fennell was jealous of Reed's relationship with Stites because he was a nigga. Number 6, Fennell's best friend at the time, who happened to be a sergeant, admitted that Fennell gave an inconsistent account of where he was the night of the murder. Fact number 7, 2 witnesses came forward in recent weeks signing affidavits that added to evidence against Fennell, including life insurance policies, plus statements made about the victim's body at her own funeral. Number 8, Fennell served a 10-year prison term for a sex crime and kidnapping and has a history of domestic violence against women. Number 9, Reed, a black man, was found guilty of murdering a white woman by an all-white jury. And number 10, on October 29, 2019, Arthur Snow, a former member of the Iranian Nation or Brotherhood and prison mate to Fennell, says that he stated out of his own mouth, "I literally had to kill my nigga-loving fiance." So, we got all this fucking evidence sitting here, yet this man is still scheduled to be executed. So now you have the likes of Meek Mill, and I'm just naming a few names. You have Rihanna. They're speaking out about it. They're trying to use their power of their celebrity. Kim Kardashian, now if you don't know, she has taken a hand. She not just her and her team of lawyers have actually gotten at least 18 African-American people released from jail from either wrongful convictions or convictions that just didn't harbor that amount of time that they had. She is now trying to reach out to Texas and say, listen, this needs to be overturned. This man has sat on death row for 21 years. So that's why I wanted to include this into my tea. All you got to do, if you want to sign a petition for Mr. Reed, you can actually just Google his name up, and it'll actually come up that there is a petition that can be signed to see if we can assist him. Because, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at it. Today's the 5th of November.
But you know what? And I'm going to ask the panel this and the people that's out there listening to the show. If they take this man's life with all of this evidence pointing that he did not do this, what are we really, really willing and are going to do? Yo. And I ain't and that's where it has to start being. I think Malcolm X said, once we get to the point where you hurt one black person, you're hurting them all, then things have changed, man. And that's this. When I read that and I looked that up, man, it brought tears to my eyes, man, because it made me think, what's stopping that from happening to me? Or to happening to, like, that's crazy. Like, this dude is sitting there. I'm
21 years.
21 years he's been, but now he's sitting there like, yo, man, I got a couple of more days, and I don't know if these people gonna continue. Like, that's a fucked up way to be in jail knowing you didn't do something, but to know they're about to take your life.
Modern day Emmett Till, wouldn't you think?
Oh yeah.
And you know, so again, if you're watching this, share it with somebody. Please. Go and put this man's name and sign his petition. And again, what's to counterpart what you just said, the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised.
So, oh man, is that it?
And that's it for my tea.
That's Angie's tea. Yeah, one day I'm just gonna get a tea bag and hit you in the back of the head.
I will punch you dead in your head.
Like,
it'll be black on black crime up here on 2 Oxtails and an Empanada.
Yo, that was Angie's tea, man. But I am excited, man. We have friends of the house, family in the building. Well, I don't even know what's going on. I'm so surprised right now.
It was so funny. I just hit you up. I said, I got a rapper.
Yeah.
And did you notice I never called you yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't feel like making up. No.
Yeah. So I'm ready, man. So how we doing this? Y'all got something planned? Oh, so the homie coming up.
Oh, wait.
Oh, all right.
Toya, you got a question?
Who?
So she said she wanted to ask me a question. What's up? That's true, Cash Money. Damn, it's true.
All right, so well, how we doing this? Before, all right. Okay.
Do you think a woman who lied? Hell yeah! Let me tell you something. When that heifer admitted,
he killed her though, right?
No, she did. No, she's innocent. She was having a regular relationship with this guy. Her boyfriend was a cop and just fucking snapped.
Yeah, because she's dead though.
Yeah, she's dead. But
so she never lied.
No, she never lied, but she might be asking a general question. Let me tell you something. When that bitch, I don't give a fuck how old she was, when she admitted that Emmett Till did not fucking do anything to her, I didn't give a fuck about her gray hair, her AARP. Lock that bitch up. And the only reason why she did that was because she's trying to make right with her creator before her old ass croaked. Fuck her.
Word. Yo, man, throw that shit at West Side! Yo, man! So, yo, we gonna go to commercial break and calm Maya Angelou / Tupac mother down over here, man. Yo, man.
I don't like that shit.
I see. 2 Oxtails and an Empanada.
Y'all know the shit.
Fuck him. Sneaky! I be where the gangsters be. Herking and lurking. Say you want your way with me. Tell me in person. This is not no battle rap. Don't put my name in your verses. Making me nervous. shucking and jiving. Men down, men down, men down, men down. Moment of silence. Niggas don't fear nobody. Niggas know where to find me. Let me go kill somebody. Let me go air your posse. 50 in the stick. I turn your whole clique to zombies. Flame a nigga. Here we go, Ricky Bobby. Relationship with Nina. I keep my bitches by me. I keep my hammer polished. I keep my trigger firing. And I just left from Cali. Had Bloods and Crips beside us. The real respect the real. You know my niggas solid. You know my niggas slide. You know my niggas ride. Supposed to be looking for me. Why the fuck is you hiding? Hear a lot of talking. Don't see a lot of dying. Don't be a lot of silence. If somebody try it, go ahead. You really gon' make me lose it on you niggas. Go ahead. You really gon' make me pop it where the gangsters be. Lurking and lurking. Say you want your way with me. Tell me in person. This is not no battle rap. Don't put my name in your verses. Quit making me nervous. I be where the killers be. Shooting and sliding. Usually how we end the beef. Usually violence. If you see these eggs, baby. No shucking and jiving. Men down, men down, men down, men down. Moment of silence. I never lend out a gun. Niggas come back with excuses. Niggas just bumping their gums. You shit cat with a shooter. I do the drill and the stoley. Drop it off, make my way back in the Uber. One of these rappers got y'all for they rollies. So that shit they bust the bag with my jewelers. Visit for dumping no flowers. That go for running your tulips. Never been one for a coward. You know I'm coming to do it. Slide. I'm with a couple of shooters. Shine. Just bumping my music. Go ahead. You really gon' make me lose it on you niggas. Go ahead. You really gon' make me pop it where the gangsters be. Lurking and lurking. Say you want your way with me. Tell me in person. This is not no battle rap. Don't put my name in your verses. Quit making me nervous. I be where the killers be. Shooting and sliding. Usually how we end the beef. Usually violence. If you see these haters, baby. No checking and jiving. Men down, men down, men down, men down. Moment of silence.
Yo, it's 2 Oxtails and an Empanada.
Yeah.
And you could tell with the grin on my face right now. I'm happy right now.
Yeah, why you happy, bro?
I feel like...
Cause we got the mask up here.
Y'all don't understand.
The mask boys
I
had it
feel like-
again, huh?
I feel like I just walked in the house, man, and it's just 7 women laying in my bed, yo. That's how I'm happy right now, yo.
We snuck up on you, bro.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
you
even
said
expect
coming.
this right here, man.
Word.
So we
Hey, yo, and then before we continue, he asked me, he's like, so you got this rapper? Is he gonna be any good? I said, yeah, I think you'll be very happy.
Yeah.
Shout
So we
out
gonna
to Ange. That was dope, though.
get into this real quick. Y'all been gone for a while.
Yeah.
Haven't seen y'all. Last time y'all was here, y'all. Afghanistan, the building. You blew it up, yo. So I just want to know, man, what's been going on, man? Where y'all been? What's been going on?
In the studio, getting the
lab.
album done, Paul. You know
Work,
that's
man.
what we do. Is work.
Creating.
That's all we do is
man.
work, man. We are coming with something real nice, man. You know?
Yeah.
AP,
You want it real nice.
what we
bubbling
doing
right
is
now.
we built a studio and we did everything at one time.
Okay.
So we just jumped in. We ain't know shit about shit.
Hell no.
Some good
We got that
brothers.
shit from scratch.
Double O came through.
Omar
Fatista, Omar Benders. Who else? Trej Avalaz. A lot of brothers came through.
My youngster,
Joey
one just shot the
Glasses.
video. The one just shot-
Flaw.
You know what I
Wizzo.
mean?
Salute.
I took notes.
A lot of brothers came through and they, K took his little stickies. He took notes as far as what he's a new engineer, new producer. So we doing everything independently. And we also got jobs.
Yeah.
That's
We
right.
got child support, shit like that. So
Oh, damn. Okay.
we gotta do what we gotta do.
Next subject, next week on 2 Oxtails and Empanada.
Right.
But to make a long story short, that's what's taking it so long, because with this mixing and mastering and engineering and making sure
It's a
every
lot,
sound is
you know
right,
what I mean?
it's a lot. You know what I
It's a
mean?
lot.
And so, it's a slow
But
process, but
we
we
getting
getting
it
there.
done.
We getting there. We
Get
getting
at
there.
'em.
You
Yeah,
doing.
we definitely
Now-
getting
Get
there.
it done. What's up,
Now I
man?
gotta put Uncle Ra on the spot.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
2
Ain't
weeks.
got no pearls
All
in
right,
it.
time. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
2 weeks ago.
I just told him outside.
No.
Hey, Uncle Rock, I watched the show.
Can I get
And
it out?
Look, I thought bro was real dope. I liked him.
Yeah,
I
he
liked
was
bro.
dope.
I liked him a
He
lot.
was-
And I
dog.
heard what you said, Uncle Rock, and I said, Paul, we Uncle Rock best group. You know what I mean? We his best group. We your best group. That's all.
Yeah. Uncle
I
Rob
watched
messed
the
that
show.
up. I like that.
I watched the show.
You messed
I
that
definitely
up
watched
on me,
it.
Unc.
Yeah, you got you.
Shout out to Smoke, man. My man Smoke in here. You know what
Yeah,
I
oh,
mean?
yo, he
Shout out to
hot
Big
right
Bro.
now.
Big
He
Bro.
hot right now.
I know,
bet
man.
he
I should have
is.
told
Cause
him.
he
Smoke
probably gonna be like, yo,
good,
you
man.
knew they was coming, but you know
Shout
what,
out to
man?
Leia.
Shocked them.
You knew
Shout
we
out
was
to my
coming
Joy
in?
Joy.
No, I did not know y'all was coming, so I just really threw me off.
So we just snuck up
Yeah,
on
you
you
snuck
like
up on me. So what we gonna do is, cause I've been waiting for y'all to speak.
Well, I'm saying,
Like-
man,
like-
we got some new shit for you.
So I'm just gonna sit back.
I'm trying to catch my
That's
breath.
your
'cause I
magic
know I'm
word
acting
when we-
fool
when
that
we
Yeah,
pop up.
and I
Makes
just
life so much easier. Sit back, relax.
Man.
We about
relax.
to definitely have a ball.
Now, before we get into it,
Ball.
do y'all have any social medias that people can reach y'all at?
all
Yeah, we have
day.
the Mass
Mass
Confusion.
_Nork IG.
All day.
Okay.
Look us up on YouTube.
MASS _ North.
Yeah.
On we on
Like,
IG,
what's the name?
Instagram. They kick, what
Good
they put us
Good looking big tick.
what they
I'm
put us in
talking
Facebook jail. They ain't let us out yet. So
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
oh, yeah, they put us in Facebook jail like
yeah,
for
for real, I have no
Come
And you
idea.
know that
on,
scarred
yo.
me.
Come on,
I ain't fucking with it. I leave that shit alone. They
He was knocked off.
You don't care what type of bars. Social
said,
media,
yeah,
I want no more bars.
No more locked doors.
No
Yo,
halfway
man,
house,
but-
no nothing for us.
Nothing. We
Word.
don't have no
Shit
probation,
crazy.
nothing.
So you know what we gonna do though, man?
North 07104. What up, though?
I'm tired of I
Free mix.
We'll get into y'all with how to talk to y'all and call y'all and lay down all that other shit later, man. But I want to hear some fire.
I'm gonna spit like I don't do nothing.
think you
else
need the
but-
headphones,
What
Ken.
the hell you talking about?
You need headphones or?
Not well, y'all
I don't
like
need
hear them, you just won't hear the beat. He needs the headphones, and you gotta put the headphones on.
Oh, to hit the beat. Oh, I got. Oh, damn! I get the zone out.
Oh,
too?
they can't hear the beat?
Oh, you
Okay.
killing me.
I don't have it, but you.
The speaker, yeah, it's all right.
I'm gonna turn it up a little bit on the speaker.
Okay,
So what's
okay.
up with my joints?
Oh,
I
I'm
can't
sorry.
You good, you good. The
Can you
headphones
hear
is good.
anything on yours?
I don't hear nothing right
I
now.
don't hear nothing.
I ain't hear nothing either. Yo,
Yeah.
Did y'all?
I don't
y'all?
hear yourselves talking.
let me see.
Nah.
Yo, 1 2 1 2. A little.
think I hear you,
Yo,
yeah.
yeah. Talk, K.
1 2 1
Yo,
2.
what's up? What's good?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Get at him.
No doubt.
Y'all hear now?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh yeah, what's
Yeah,
up? Hold on,
yeah.
Let me
Put your
get my.
phone. I don't know.
I
Why.
gotta get the chord right, cause I'm gonna be. I gotta get that chord.
Everybody should hit me.
Put your
Yo,
phone
yo,
right
One,
there.
two,
You know
yo,
my
one,
phone
two,
got
one,
it.
two.
I'm closer. My
One,
voice
two,
soft
one,
for
two.
the y'all.
Let's go, let's
I ain't got no
Yeah,
phone.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not serious, goddamn.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
There I go. Let me get a little comfortable.
Oh, I'm upset right
1
now.
2 1 2.
Oh man,
Yeah,
and yo,
yeah.
you got-
Listen, Nakanda, I promise you, because I can't do that today. Next week, I will give you a piece of poetry.
For your
Oh,
mind,
well,
body,
if you
and
stick
soul.
around, I'm bound to like poetry. I only spit about my life. Like I wouldn't. I would,
No. It was something that the viewers had asked for last week, but they good.
all right, well,
They got y'all.
all right,
Anybody
Who am I
watching
right
my
now?
live,
You know
go
what
to
I'm saying?
YouTube.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
15 minutes.
Yo,
of
yo,
fame.
1 2 1 2.
100 on the mic. I keep it 100.
2 oxtails. and
1
an
2 1
empanada.
2 1 2 1 2.
You got that? If you go on YouTube, you can pull it up right now live. You can't hear them talking?
Nah, I can't. I can hear him without this.
I can hear you.
You can hear me. I can't hear you.
Really?
Yeah, I hear you,
Got
Ted.
volume on it?
I hear you, Ted. Talk, K.
What's up?
Malfunctioning.
I
Nah.
hear Ted.
Yo.
I hear you. I hear you, Ted.
Somebody asked, was you Fat Joe cousin?
You took me off. You took me off. You took me off.
What?
One more
Somebody
time.
was,
Say something.
somebody was like, this is the
Yo.
first time I seen Uncle
Yo,
Roz. He
yo.
Fat Joe
Nah,
cousin?
these is off.
Yo.
His is off.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yo.
Yeah. I can hear these.
What about you?
Yo.
That's why you're right here.
Hey, yo, can y'all hear me?
Yo, I don't hear nothing in this.
You don't hear me nothing?
In these headphones.
So you can't hear.
Yeah.
No, we trying to get it together.
Technical difficulty.
man.
Don't even trip,
we
though.
still live. That's see. This is
Don't
real
worry
talk.
about it.
It's uncut raw.
Uncut raw.
But I guarantee you.
But
when-
anyway,
when once
Paulie,
we
what's
figure it
good,
out-
bro?
Yeah, but I got you. No worry.
Look, the last time
Yo,
you was
bro,
on,
what's
it's the
good,
same
man?
thing.
How you been, man?
So we've been out the way, man. It was cool, man.
Word.
I don't know if I could say it, but yeah, man. I was able to see Uncle Rob was talking to DNA today, and
Okay.
we got to talk to him, and yo, the dude is just a humble,
regular guy,
down to earth, regular guy. Yo, he chopped it up with me and Angie.
Right.
We talked for a while. We exchanged numbers, and like it was humbling to see someone who's in the spotlight and doing certain things, and see how he was just so humbling and a nice man, and respect the DNA, man. And I really enjoyed talking to him, man, and his humbleness was because you get certain rappers or people, they in the spotlight and they act real different.
I hear something. Yeah, say something.
They act real different, and
Yo, what's good?
Yeah, Uncle Rob. It's a go.
It's a go. They act real different, man. So shout out to DNA, man, and
shout out to DNA, man.
Yeah,
shout
word up, man.
Shout out to real hip hop.
And hopefully he'll be up here soon.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. We talk, but we want to save it. Yeah. So shout out to DNA, man. But we about to get in some bars, man, that I know is definitely in y'all DNA.
I can see you stretching.
Man.
I just got off for work.
All right.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Knocking in my ear too.
Yeah, K-Boogie. Come on. Yeah.
Hey yo, fresh out, I see the game change. Hip hop ain't the same now. Even in the streets, hustlers and skinny G's. These raps is making G's, but scared to do it big. That's enough said. Wonder why your wig got split. This cold red. Murphy for real, stop playing, kid. Go ahead. Fuck talking slick, I'm too upfront. No buck teeth, my handsome will beef it round with it. Bullets had your body spinning. Lost my mind, but still winning. My son's twinning. I only spit about my life. You cowards is bullshitting. This K-Book, North, repping the mad fitness. Back to finish some business. You fake like dentists. Yup, my name you ever mention, get at you quick. My 4/5 stay on my hip. My foes and guns, they be killing shit. Big city spitters, heavy hitters when we flex. No chains around our necks, no ice upon our wrists. Straight skills. You look image, more talent, you haters hear it. It's the mass, motherfucker, straight lyrics. Lyrics, somebody with lyrics. I know it's safe for ball, but I'ma drop a drink on wall.
Yo, my bars be crazy, wavy, gravy. Big tick in the building, bitch niggas pay me. M-A-double-S, don't get it fucked up. Disrespect North, you gon'
07104.
Hashtag, I drop bombs.
Hey,
lyrical rap back, I'm a walking time bomb. We spit my shit and drop a drink on y'all. I'm the shit, got you loving my yiggy, yes y'all. I'm too hardcore, I don't do the dirty shit. In the club, or the telly with your bitch on all fours. Niggas talking shit, that's that shit I don't like. I pop up, you play the cut like state troopers on turnpikes. I don't chase pussy, I chase bags at the mall and cash out dog and pop tags.
Niggas talking,
but they don't impress me not at all. Number one in my spot, I don't know about y'all, I'm on fire.
Hey yo, yeah, Tick, get him.
This shit I spit and
Now
break your
listen,
ass
man.
down
Y'all hear
like
him?
in the immune
Get at
system. I'm born. I know this ain't the bar, but I'ma drop a drink on you.
Be them good fellas, man. I must confess crimes on my mind.
Talk to 'em.
Remain calm in due time, get dough like Papa John's. RD, that's my name.
Damn right.
The mind issues, we resolve issues with them pistols. Them niggas tissue.
off track.
Giving buck shots to shorties, now give me pride.
Now on track.
Hip hop Decepticon, bombing Autobots. Jokers think not, need not. Smoking like a weed spot. Love the type of plant shit.
Hey.
Chong and cheap
Come
Scott.
on.
It is what it is. That's what it's gonna be. Accepted.
I wonder.
F a dime, I slide with 2 nicks, hot numbers and rubbers. Civilized minds ponder whether to fight or gripe. I'm hot dog, degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit. The type that come different and don't even care.
Yeah.
I'm blacker than hair. I'm blacker than hair. Yeah. Lyrics, somebody with lyrics.
Now y'all
I
hear
know
this,
this
man.
ain't for ball. You rockin' drop a drink on y'all. Come on. Yo, let's go, man. Let's go. Come on, man. Yeah.
We got
15 minutes of fame radio.
Nah, I know y'all was like that. I know y'all was like that. Motherfuckers ain't shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, come on.
You got
my
skills.
brother.
You got skills. Hey, talk shit to him. Talk shit to him.
We need alarm down 911. Yo, we got a gun, whip out, shit better run. R to the D, these niggas know where I'm from. We do TV and blaze screens for fun. Messing with the bulge on the hip, don't make it touch you. Gucci belt with the Mac Black, match your buckle. Jump at a leap from the door, I'ma duff you. Rut you, cut you, ain't no bluff. We up early, get into it, Bobby Groove. Hey, got sleep late for work, always snooze. Hey, we them dudes and we doing what we doing. Mad team winning, I'm about to see you lose. Get out of here. Show respect for I pull your card. You go too far, homie, just to prove your heart. Do the math real fast, off the dome, I show the time. See the shots from the 40 up, gotta do the job. Yeah, I be swerving like chink when I wave it. Take cash, money like baby. I'm too sharp when she would try to play me. The man talk his way, she even wetter than the Navy. Boss did step that, I'm clearly stating the fact. Most niggas is whack, think the mask can rap. Rap jokers can't live in the trap. Day one, we been talking about the 5 go It's the Mac guy here sound. It's the party when you come around. Check the flow, you know all different styles. MCs in the mood around. Get that dough. Now you know. Hey, yo, talk to him. Hands up, fist ball, punched in your face. Yes, I don't mumble rap, that's not in my DNA. Hell no. We get super duper fly, your Missy loves the game. She love it. Smart and generous, she loves giving brain away. Hey, snuck on her shit, rocked her boat, I'm a stowaway. When I trip, they hate your pockets, what you broke today? I work hard for mine, imagine if you in my way. Hey, you'll be in my A. That ain't no major thing. Spaz out when I go in. Get up, long stroke to the pussy, let's roll in. I need a grown women, 2 friends. I eat her all night till the morning. Got these women acting up, cheating on their husbands. Fucking cake, it's a sure win, golden. No doubt I'm holding, never folding. For the mad, till the wheels fall off, we folding. Get out,
it's a party when we come around. Check the flow, you know all different styles. MCs get who we grind. Get that dough, that money, murder every track. Get it in wherever you at. Now you know, keep it moving, never look you back.
Come on, fall back and let me bop on the track. The rap mechanical, and then when nigga fall back. If I was you, dog, I'll fall back. Y'all niggas don't fuck around and make me snap. Whenever I spit, I be doing my thing, no matter the drama it brings. So get off my cock, I'm strong on my spot like buckshot. Who got the problem? Every city, I'm ball, get bread. Math confusion, we roll, no doubt. My bars be heavyweight, no competition. You bitch niggas, you get the picture. I be chasing that bag, my nigga. Fucking hoes popping tags, my nigga. And I ain't even gotta brag, my nigga. But take me the shit while you mad, my nigga. Pockets flooded with them blue faces while I bodied out in the avalanche with a bad bitch in the passenger with an ass match. I ain't mad at you. You know me, when swag and official. Run up on me, y'all got issues. I'm a true religion, beef and Rocky rockin' money and a power pumping on the sour. Come on, yeah, I go check the flow.
MCs get it like that dough, money, murder every track. Get it in wherever you at. Now you know, keep it moving, never look you back. Let's go.
Oh,
Yo,
man.
Too Wally, what up?
But nah, the 15 over, man.
You know, we ain't never over the mass, man. North.
Shout out to all the pioneers that paved the way for us today, you know what I mean?
North, 07104.
No doubt. But this shit ain't over, though.
Nah, just keep it going.
It ain't over, though.
You know what I'm saying? I want to spit, though. Yeah, we talked about that. Hey, yo, we popped up on you, yo.
Damn.
Let's rap, man. I want to rap.
Let's see what we got.
Some
Master your thoughts, that's the start to self-discipline. Yes, you know the Lord, you gon' fall in the devil's pit. Listen to my mind and every rhyme makes artistry. Not just rap, I spit. You can tell the difference. Listen, mine stay punching metaphors and deep. Ocean swimming with the sharks, you won't make it out the water. This is real hip-hop, and I ain't battle rapping. Short temper, state of all things. Some guns get the stuff out fast, rapping, getting taken out. Hey, trust me, I can rowdy. I'm just calm right now. You wanna test me? Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm used to it. So is my gun. They wake up like who we shooting. You know the vibe. Bitch ass niggas. Facebook gangsters talk shit about the mask for those faces. Matter of fact, all haters. Kill the mumble rappers, take it personal. Niggas scared to come to me. I spill them to their funeral.
Talking outside of your mouth, you want to be saying day show. It's not a game when dealing with gorillas in the mist. I was born with a gift.
A city nigga from the bricks.
With bloods and crips, bang clips. Jack boys hit the block, sticking niggas on sight. My hood, fuck around, you get carjacked. You can throw back, you keep the these streets mass confusion. Jersey, we stay head hunting. Why you bitch niggas frontin'? Brick City, we don't play that shit. Fuck you talking about? Get hit with some shit to where so you can't walk it out. Know I'm talking about? Watch your mouth, little nigga. Grown men talking, a slut with the barking. Let's get it.
Let the niggas know.
Yeah,
putting niggas on shame without getting away. My game is 0 to 100 real quick. God damn it, you dealing with 10. Nigga, I want the world
and everything in it. My niggas trained to go, nigga. Already know.
Yes.
Talk, dog, you ain't about that life. I come through and sing your soul like a thief in the night. Let's get to it. Let's get hard. I'm
going through it. I sacrifice my life, my time for the love of this music. Like a bitch, she don't wanna talk, she always dissing us. This chick had me mad as hell and I heard she's promiscuous. In the fast lane, tight kid tripping, lose my mind blasting. 100 miles per hour, up the big, and I'm laughing. You want what with the mathematician? His last finish, on my math for the cash, get the drill. I'm all in it. Talk the cheap, think before you speak, the tries to fail. Don't write a check, your ass can't pass beside beef on sale. No pump faking, goofy hating around here. We getting shaky, he volunteers. Yo, it's nothing for a hands-on demonstration. I got me fucked up. Niggas ain't happy to be snatching his collar. Yes. Condolences to their mama. Yes. Overpaying for flowers. Yes. Easy low, bruh. Yes. Streets is all out. I don't hustle. I just position myself to touch on a couple hours. Am I wrong when I know I'm right? They're telling me that I'm wrong. And when I'm wrong, I'm damn right. So I'm spitting, flipping this song. I do my thing on everything. Clean promise if it's wrong. Compared to me, my G. Top sucker, let's get it on. Let's go. About the mind. They hate it. It's mad confusion on the ride. No time to time. Let's get it. Fuck what niggas talking. We gon' get up and ride out. Nigga, no doubt. We gon' get it to the day about the mind. They hate it. It's mad confusion on the ride. No time to time. Let's get it. Fuck what niggas talking. We gon' get up and ride out. Nigga, no doubt. Nigga, 07104, man. No good, man. Cross the tracks you might not make it. Ain't over. It's just again. Yeah. Jungle has a tag and all that. Oh, man. Turn that beat up, oh, man. In the speaker. Oh, man. Okay, Boogie. Yeah. Fucked up with this. 15 minutes. Hey, radio. Yeah. Come on, Boogie.
Talk to him, bro.
Nowadays, everybody hard. Everybody gangster. But everyone ain't real to deal with the pressure. Jokers fold like bad hands at card tables. Rhymes able. Without can you high off cold? You think my bars ain't dope? You insane. I think your hearing is impaired. Move with your flow, your worst nightmare. My life ain't pressure, neither is yours. No one can drugs in front of stores where we mop up floors. We at the same thing. Money's like tennis, always racking my brain. I flow different, y'all just sounding the same. You cowards lame. Sip dick, all in your chick, she get filleted. Full of sprays, you get caught back in Kate. I'm married to the game, I feel you cheating on me. You ain't eat. Want it all to myself, showing my greed. You best talk your shit, stay humble. But that don't mean that I won't start trouble. You can simple love, it won't be Mr. Morgan. Now you hear me, who the fuck I be? Call me Chaos, a real MC. Only spit about my life, yep, you heard me, I'm a real MC. I told you, get at him, the man.
Play yourself and find yourself stuck in the pine box. Digging the dirt and that dog was fucking with that. I'm a nigga with an attitude, got goons on deck. In case some shit pop off, what the fuck you expect, dog? The bricks born and raised, North York, where I spent most of my days trapping in them hallways. You know crime pays, young niggas getting it. Pocket full of guap, steady ducking from the cops. Court cases, time in the bing. Came home, switched up my plans and did my thing. Now I'm on YouTube, SoundCloud, Hot 97 with Funk Flex, Mass Confusion, nigga, we up next. Big tick, I'm connected like AT&T. Plus I'm worldwide with it, from the bricks to the shot with it. My bars on steroids, I put pressure on niggas. Bricks in the finest, tick, your Royal Highness. Yes, you either go hard or go home. I'm from the school of hard knocks. Jersey, you heard me. Quick to snap and pull a nigga greasy. On spike, blue dolphins, triple stacks all up in my Sprite. Alright,
not for nothing, let's keep it the buck. I peep the front end, stop stunting. My niggas is eating, yo, with the beef, you know we munching. Everybody is thorough, even that girl you claim you loving. Well, who want what? Fuck, punch in. I'm official tissue, he seeking missile, battle test. My punchlines and my metaphors be on selection by the beat. 7 days a week, make all the reverend. Yeah, po-po, get out of my protection. Yeah, man, it's that real hip-hop, that real boom bap sound. That you bang it in your ride. It's all up in your gut, head not inside your side. Hey, homie, stop grilling before I kick your ass out. Yeah, yo, y'all know how I do. My man, I started from zero. My pops is my hero. Mass gang, we bring slang. No time for weirdos. Blue faces, yens, bitcoins. That's on the zeros. It all spin like them dubs on my CL. Friends turn to foes. I pay attention to detail. Islamic oils we use to kill the weed smell. Mass shirts stay on jet, ready for retail. Yeah, hip hop 101. 2 Oxtails And An Empanada.
Stop playing with us, man.
You know, that's what we get at him, man. That's what we get at him.
15 minutes of fame.com on that, nigga. Run tell that.
Yeah, we came with Joe. But Joe, seriously though, we just be rocking, and we can do that. This shit ain't over with.
You know what I mean? That's what
Well,
we
we
do.
got more.
Yeah, we got more.
We ain't trying to be nothing like we not.
We got a whole lot of more.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
Oh man, hey, yo, I just go to They play it, I got a rock to it.
Let's go. Fuck it.
Let's go. 1, 2, I got it. Mask 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, I got it.
M-A-double.
Come on, hey, yo, my bars hard as nails, watch me hold down the fork with. Line explain the game in the middle, but this ain't sports center. Street soldiers, beat rap, D-hop. Mumble rappers stay in your lane. There's only one way to do this. I build aluminum universe included. Before my group, on my block, I was known to cause mass actors. Prone to cause chaos, you quick to come get your ass kicked. Tick like the time bombs and read it all my verses. Graphic description, how I made it through hell. My flow is Green Street Brooklyn, got a story to tell. Like cars inside of buildings, we apartment won't stick together. But come together when we dealing with an outsider crazy, yes. But I survived the feds watching quiet. Gotta watch what I say, cause I can get indicted. A lot of noise on the streets, I'm just being quiet. If I get locked and sent away every day, I'ma cause a riot. No fear, I walk the 10 streets the same way. Ask J who's fucking with K, no L's, M's at the no L. I don't chase money, y'all ain't getting these lines. Matter of fact, my nigga, I was perfect.
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, mash. Listen, they say time waits for no one.
Oh no, this one up. Keep going. The 1, 2. The 1, 2. Now I want you. Now murder that shit. Murder that shit.
They say time waits for no one.
No one.
So I'ma get going. Fuck hella bitches. Burn bud, pop the bubs.
Yes.
Natural born, go get in my grind. Unstoppable.
No.
Close and mix you with the bullshit. Nigga, I'm dropping.
No.
Got y'all niggas in y'all feelings right now.
Jersey.
I've been butter since the pipeline. Ill nigga with tight lines.
Yes.
Attitude, corruption, destruction. Cocky with it. Got niggas puzzled like a crossword. Lost for words. The Hellraiser. Take off his bullshit.
Let me loose,
a nigga you don't wanna deal with. My be spontaneous. I sink a nigga like a
Titanic. God damn it. No need to panic.
I'm crushing everything
Thing in my sight. Bulldozer flow.
The heavy
Thinker. Honcho. I bother you niggas pronto. Damn.
Speedball on niggas. Plus I'm high maintenance. Try to chase him.
I rock with them type of niggas. I got it.
Let's get it. Come on. Let's get it. Motherfuckers got me heated, son. Yeah. Yes.
1, 2.
1, 2. What?
1, 2. 1, 2.
Let's
go.
Jersey.
1, 2.
Brick City. All the way to West Double Fuck.
Hey yo, this is gonna be fun.
East,
man.
West, North, South, Midwest.
Hey yo,
whatever.
This how we do it. Man, give me that new shit.
get it.
Tough, man, I do dirt, do work, do good deeds. Nah, I mean, I need to pick up a book and read Shakespeare, smoke weed. Yo, the plot thick as fuck what you thought. It's North, get trapped off in the land of the lost. If you saw, say what you mean what you say. Now tell me how that sound. Hip hop music run shit and make the world go round. I told you before, all natural, no preservatives, additives, match true. Yeah, motherfucker, we on some rap shit. Point, dig with a problem. I know I'm accurate, but I'm still a rise, lay it down for sure. Yo, I'm clapping dirty game, the cleanup man about to get his feet wet. The mass name rebels from the north side to run back.
I need no ghost fighters, nigga.
6.2 like a vet. Mass man RD. I get you niggas forget.
Originals
on spit something like I brandish a clone. His dome shots on the Bronco, feel me, bullet to bone. You should've listened when I told your ass to leave it alone.
You rockin'
you out of network, spirit on wrong.
He got bars.
Don't get it twisted, put your dick in the dirt. The next time you check my tip, bring a Chinese.
Get out of bar.
Nigga. 1, 2, 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Let's go. 1, 2, 2.
07 104 the Garden State, man.
1, 2, 2.
Yo, we came to rap tonight.
1, 2,
Stop playing with us, man. We legends in the game, man. We
Give me a baby. Give me a baby. Listen to these bars. Listen to these bars.
We don't play with that shit.
Listen to these bars.
My man told me a long time ago. He said, "Oh, yes, draft, baby." And that's what I've been doing. I've been working, baby.
1, 2,
I've been
1, 2,
working.
1, 2.
Hip Hop 101, the mass. It ain't over. It ain't over. We got a whole lot of more. We got a whole lot more. It ain't over.
We brainstorming over
Check it
here
out.
tonight.
Hey, listen, Paul like this hip hop shit.
Yeah,
you
that's
know
what
this
he
hip hop
do.
shit.
Yeah.
So you know we gotta make the brother full.
This how
And
we
he's
do.
family.
Brother hungry.
That's how we do.
You know what I mean? Him and Ants like hip hop.
Ain't
Yeah.
no question like this.
And we Uncle Ralph's favorite group, so we can't let him down.
Nah,
He gonna talk shit. He gonna
can't
talk
let him
shit.
down.
I literally feel like
we
I'm
can't
the
let 'em
VIP
down.
at
Word
a
up.
fucking
while
Get
I'm
with it on it.
Nah, get focused. I got it going now. Play with the hook, David. Play with it. Show me what you do.
Listen.
Check him out. Check him out, bro.
Listen.
My squad got beef.
You know I'm on my way.
Find out where your stash at. Yep, I'm on my way. Got pounds for the low. You know I'm on my way. Then my car break down for the dough. I'm all through the cold. I ain't got me a pound of weed yet, but I'm on my way. I ain't make me a meal yet, but I'm on my way. Street get ready for me cause I'm on my way. Know where I'm from, that's no all through the cold. I don't really wanna rock, but I do so just to change flows. I'm a rap pro. Any beat I rock on sounds remarkable. Any beat I trap on, you can't come through. Got my gunner after you, and this is no side of no. You know we hit this ball fitting talent. I've been in the flow, the script, fight dope songs, start to finish. Rap giants hooking on you, mention you on your team. Rap best all best, bow down and I press the best. Why stress you can't do shit? Can't got a problem with you, I will get body. Extra big homies, but they know I'm about it. Under pressure, y'all fall. I hold my own. I sell out shows. I get that dough. I survive the streets, but I keep that heat in. All through the cold. I got beef, you know I'm on my way. Find out what the stash at, yep, I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Hey, yo, and it's all good.
Entering the third phase of my life. Feeling something like the bottom of the night. A home run right now, be nice. Should I roll the dice? Life sacrifice. Always been a winner, boy, best believe it. Victory, yeah, I need it, and my phone completed. Gotta get this hustle going, double lap, repeat it. Yeah, I know I dropped the bag, that don't mean I'm defeated. I need it, but I'm focused like I wrote a new rap. Have a ball, bungee jump, yo, your nigga is back. Your nigga is back, you heard right, your nigga is back. So many dudes in the way, shit don't know how to act. No, just because you're doing it, steak and lobster. Don't P, Ace of Spades, blowing like rock. I rock with you, groupies looking like Fantasia, Rihanna. Use up my speed, my score, I made off. Word on my set, yo, Bernie made off. Come on, when I wanna play, say when I wanna say. On my way. It's a mass holiday, nigga, I'm the shit. When the shit from the get-go, I'm from down the hill. Can you dig it with shit, bro? That's how we rock on your block, y'all know we all from the cold. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
I'm cooking like soup in the pot. Blunt in the pen, it's a rock. These hoes all over my cock.
Yes.
You front of your head or get rocked. Y'all niggas can't hold me down. I'm so gone with it. Cause I'm so deaf. Hold your breath while I'm ringing along with it. Mad confusion, I rep that.
Yes.
City, we on deck.
Yes, we are.
Popping them bottles, smoking that butt overseas, collecting them checks. Get the fuck out my face with the bullshit. Who the fuck you think you playing with? All I gotta do is make a phone call. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Tell your bitch she in good hands like all steak. This big taker from the Golden State. Me and my niggas, we came to get played. Scraping everything up off of the plate. Let me get that money, hoes and whips.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Talk greasy, get your neck
Watch my man go.
Came to get more, nigga, that's that. I'm gone. Come on, cause I'm on my way. Yeah. Cause I'm on my way. Cause I'm on my way. Get at him. Get at him. And it's all from the cold. Nigga.
15 minutes of fame. 2 Oxtails And An Empanada. Hip Hop 101.
Word up.
Mass MASS_North on IG. Fuck with us.
Big
Fuck with
Tick,
us now.
rated all chaos.
Don't fuck with us later.
Yeah.
For real. Uncle Paulie,
Ride
what up?
that
Yo, you
wave
right
with
now? You right now, Uncle Paulie?
At that 4:30 in the morning.
Hey, Sarah, you all right?
I know
You
my
taking
baby
the
like
head
nigga
off?
that was
y'all
like
talking
4:50,
about?
but it was 4:30 to me.
Wow, that's so dope.
Let's go.
Keep it 10,000.
Okay, what's up?
Niggas can't come to a radio station to do a live concert.
That's what I said.
Niggas can barely come to the radio station to do one freestyle.
We
This
wake
was
up and
a
sleep
whole
with this shit,
gossip.
right? We wake, we
Yeah.
wake up and sleep with this shit, man.
Yeah,
We wake up and sleep
Frank
with
White,
this shit,
thumbs
man.
up.
I'm
My God.
Man, you like
My
that?
God.
Hey, yo,
I'm speechless, man.
Plug in and log
He
on.
don't want to go
Mass
camera, but that's
confusion.
my dude.
I'm speechless, man. And I
Hashtag
just,
we all got bars, nigga. 3 different styles.
I just want to
I mean-
say, I'm on my
No
way.
doubt, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yo, man, y'all just,
Yeah.
Wow.
You like that, Paul?
I'm happy.
Did we do good?
I'm full.
The Mass Boys, they had it again.
Yeah.
Yo.
Like if I was, if this was if this was a choir and I was the preacher afterward, I would say that the choir. Come on, somebody.
Come on, somebody.
It's better than Popeyes chicken. Because we have seen glory today, yo. Better than the buttermilk biscuit buns of this motherfucker.
I believe.
Nah, y'all really killed that, and I just want to say,
big
man,
ups again to all the
Thank you,
pioneers
man.
that paved the way with hip hop from day one. You know what I'm talking about?
Thank you, man. So real,
Oxtails and An
big ups to all the heads that's trying to do them and get theirs out there. Know what I mean?
the energy is dope. I mean, just.
And we all came from work, man. Now,
Yeah.
we all came from work. Let's talk about that. That's the vote. Clap for that shit. You know what I mean?
I want to ask y'all this real quick. I need to see this. How can people get in touch with you? Like if I seen this and I say, yo, I want to get in touch
They
with
got to
you brothers.
contact you and then you'll contact us.
No, seriously.
Get no realer than that.
If they contact you, they'll contact us. If you saw us here and you want to fuck with us, then fuck with them and then they'll bring you to us. If you like it that much, it'd be worth it. If not, then it, I'm sorry.
And we got a whole lot of more.
Yeah, we got
All right,
a whole
so,
lot of more.
if what is y'all Instagram page again?
That was good shit.
Take what's it? Mass_.
Mass_Nork. Holla at us.
MASS_Nork.
So and that's their Instagram. So DM them.
Yeah.
Get in their inbox.
Yeah.
And
matter of fact, we supposed to went down to Shaw University. We supposed to do Shaw University homecoming. You know what I mean? But they didn't get back to us in time with the bread. You know, nothing for free.
And we supposed to go to Grumpy's.
You know
what I mean?
And then we had the A Boogie show.
Oh, y'all maybe
but
have
it's a lot of shit going on.
now.
A lot of shit going on.
That's
Yeah, Shaw.
good.
Yeah.
That's dope,
Homecoming.
man. But
I was excited about that one.
Yeah.
That one was like.
I'm just happy, man. And now I'm letting y'all know since we talking, I'm gonna bring it out. In December, what I'm trying to do is get in touch with all the rappers who was already on our show.
No doubt.
Some of the good rappers that was on, and a couple of other rappers. And what we gonna do is
How you gonna say the good rappers?
right.
Yeah.
A couple of others.
And what we're
The
gonna
ones he
do
liked.
is we're gonna figure out how we're gonna set it up. And
we gonna figure it out. We gonna move the tables
okay.
out the fucking way, and we gonna
And let us
Yeah,
go
and we gonna
ham.
cipher it out, and it's gonna be.
room right here.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's more than enough.
Yeah, it's
And
gonna.
keep
It's
him-
gonna.
Ain't
It's
nothing
gonna.
like that, like a
Show 'em
cipher.
Hey,
We
hands
did
up.
show them that.
No doubt.
We
Yeah.
did show them that. Like, this is more than enough room.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, we can't do
more than
none of
enough
this without you, which is the viewers. Thank you so much for
doubt.
constantly rocking with us.
Talk to him, sis.
You know what I'm saying? And just rolling with us. And as you can see, we got the real up here. Like, I'm fucking, like, I feel like I was at a concert. I just got off of work.
Word,
I
no
feel
doubt.
great.
Blessings.
That's how
Thanks.
you know
Thanks
you
for
got
having
good
us.
music.
Word.
And
Oh, yeah.
how can they get it? Go ahead.
If you ever in trouble and you need my help,
I'm on my way.
No doubt.
No question.
No
Y'all
doubt.
need me on that hook. Just
No
listen,
doubt.
Oh, shit.
just listen to the vocals.
Okay.
Do you know?
I'm on my way.
Fuck that. That's my brother. Yes. You can do it.
Yes.
Thank
You
you.
can do it.
Mass
Rick James ain't got shit on me.
07104.
Listen,
No.
that's what he wanted
But
to do.
yeah, man.
It is what it is.
How can they get in touch with
Jersey.
you, Angie, with your school and all of that? Because you know how we do.
Oh, well, if you're looking to get a trade, whether you're doing electrical and HVAC, plumbing and construction, if you're looking for medical programs, clinical medical assistant, patient care technician, if you don't have a high school diploma, you can get at me. I'm always at National Career Institute, located at 134 Evergreen Place on the second floor. If you want to come in there and say I'm looking for the empanada, my receptionist knows who you're talking about. So it's all good. And don't forget, if you are new here,
Right.
you always know that you see that like, comment, share, and subscribe button.
That's right.
15 minutes of fame, two
Oxtails and an Empanada.
And
Yeah.
if you
Man.
find yourself, after you got finished listening to this song, that you called your homie and he is not on his way, just remember
Hate them on the comments.
that midgets smell things differently in the elevator. 2 Oxtails and an Empanada, we're out.
Oxtails 101 hip hop.
Y'all hating on